In North America, the HCK people of British Columbia's Great Bear Rainforest asserted their historical claims to Tricket Island, dating back nearly 5,000 years. Despite skepticism from the scientific community, an excavation of the island uncovered a wood-burning hearth and artifacts that challenged prevailing beliefs. Researchers found large tools and weapons inconsistent with the HCK people's known fishing practices, hinting at a different way of life. Additionally, they discovered obsidian shards, raising questions about their origin. It was hypothesized that these artifacts came via a land bridge between Siberia and Alaska during prehistoric times. Crucially, carbon dating of charcoal from the hearth yielded a groundbreaking result. It was 14,000 years old, pushing the arrival of the HCK people on Tricket Island back 2,000 years before the end of the Ice Age. The island's coastal location necessitated that these early settlers use boats, challenging conventional timelines of boat invention. This discovery not only reshapes the history of the HCK people and their interactions with formidable prehistoric creatures, but also underscores the importance of oral history preservation and the need to recognize indigenous claims to their ancestral lands. The HCK people's migration likely brought them into contact with formidable prehistoric creatures, such as mastodons, woolly mammoths, and giant sloths. Remarkably, they survived, possibly due to the consistent sea level at Tricket Island, which kept these ancient beasts at bay, allowing the HCK people to lead a secluded existence. Despite preserving their history through oral tradition for nearly 14,000 years, the HCK people continue to face challenges in having their history recognized. The media's focus on the implications for the scientific community often overshadows the rich history of the HCK people. Alicia Gu, a University of Victoria student who was present during the excavation, is dedicated to shifting the dialogue to emphasize the HCK people's history. The HCK people's claim to Tricket Island stands as one of the oldest land ownership claims globally, and the ongoing debate will shape how their history is acknowledged. This story sheds light on a lesser-known land dispute, highlighting the complex relationships between indigenous communities, history, and contemporary science. In 1940, at the age of 25, a man named Bara embarked on a journey that would forever connect him to Machia Seal Island. Setting sail from his hometown of Jonesport, Maine, he traversed 20 miles of open water to reach this rocky outpost. This marked the beginning of numerous trips between the shores, a journey that would hold unexpected significance for him. That summer, Bara invited his father and a few tourists to join him for bird watching and picnicking on Machia Seal Island. Puffins, razorbills, murres, and Arctic terns flocked to this small island, making it a haven for avid bird watchers. This sailing expedition was the inception of a tradition that would span 6 decades. Bara regularly led groups of visitors and locals on tours and picnics to the island, nurturing a deep attachment to the area. However, Machia Seal Island isn't just a point of interest for Bara. It has also been at the center of a long-standing territorial dispute between the United States and Canada. Both countries lay claim to the island, with Canada even constructing a lighthouse there to reinforce its ownership claims. The basis for the dispute dates back to the 1700s and is a complex issue between two historically close allies. The Treaty of Paris in 1783, which concluded the American Revolutionary War, granted the United States all islands within 20 leagues of any part of its shores, except those already claimed by Nova Scotia. However, Canada counters this with a land grant from 1621, which includes all islands within 6 leagues of Nova Scotia's coast. Machia Seal Island falls within this range, as it is only 3 leagues from the Grand Manan coast. Interestingly, before either Canada or the United States existed, the Passamaquoddy Nation was known to inhabit the island, referred to as Machas, which translates to Bad Little False in their language. It is ironic that this historical claim has been overlooked in the ongoing dispute. Both countries have attempted to resolve the matter through negotiations in 1817, 1832 and 1944, but neither has budged, maintaining their unwavering positions. The presence of the island's previous inhabitants, the Passamaquoddy Nation, seems to have been neglected by the other claimants. In the meantime, Canada has established both a lighthouse and a bird sanctuary on Machia Seal Island. Several efforts to resolve the dispute have been made, including those by Kelly Craft, a former U.S. ambassador to Canada. However, a solution has remained elusive, with a prevailing stance from the U.S. that this is sovereign U.S. territory. Interestingly, a new claimant emerged in the form of Barra, who proclaimed ownership of the island. His claim was rooted in the historical actions of his famous ancestor, Tall Barney, a renowned lobsterman in the region. Tall Barney was known for resisting the draft for the Civil War due to his Quaker beliefs and opted to live on the sea to avoid military service. He made a proclamation after securing the island from invaders, declaring that the first male child born with the surname Norton would have land rights to Machida Seal Island. That child happened to be Barra, born on June 9, 1915. In his letter to the government detailing Tall Barney's story, Barra was informed that Machia Seal Island is indeed part of the United States, and that he had every right to disregard any regulations set by Canada. Barra carried this letter with him until his passing. Over the years, Barra had several conflicts with the Canadian government regarding the island. In one notable incident, a Canadian helicopter landed on the island during one of Barra's bird-watching tours. Canadian officials warned Barra about enforcing Canadian laws on the island, which led to some controversy. They inadvertently killed two Arctic terns when they left in a hurry, attracting negative attention to their actions. Despite the challenges and disputes, Barra's determination to lay claim to Machia Seal Island is etched in his legacy. His dedication to the island was commemorated on his pink granite gravestone, which reads, Barra, Defender of Machia Seal Island, USA. While the island's ownership remains contentious, the efforts of Barra and his family have drawn attention to its unique history and significance. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.